This video will show you how to test the hypothesis that two means are equal to one another, or that the differences between the two means are zero. So essentially saying that the two means are equal to one another. So here again, we're looking at the returns to data. So our hypothesis here would be that the average 1 year return on the no load fund is equal to the average 1 year return on the no load fund. And that would basically saying that it doesn't, you don't earn any more by paying the load. Now, a load fund is a fund that you have to pay a fee in order to invest in, a management kind of fee, versus the no load funds are more computerized mechanisms of selecting which funds that they actually invest in. The load funds have a manager who makes those decisions, so the load funds charge you basically a management fee. So if we're testing HO, the average 1 year return on a load fund is equal to the average 1 year return on a no load fund, we're basically saying there is no difference between the two funds. That would be our HO. So the way I would do this, I'd go into data analysis, then go into two samples assuming unequal variances. So t-test, two samples assuming unequal variances. Now, I have no reason to suspect that their variances are equal to one another, so I'll just select that one and I'll click OK. Variable range 1 would be my 1 year return for the no load funds. Variable range 2 would be my 1 year return for the load funds. And I will select labels. The hypothesized mean difference, well, I want to test that there is no difference, so that's going to be a 0. And then my output range, I need to put this somewhere, so I'll just select any open cell on my worksheet. Now, obviously, I've done quite a bit on this worksheet now, so I'll just scroll over here. Okay, so my first open cell I can really access here will be X1. So I'll select that. Okay. Oh, hold on, clean this up so I can read this. Okay. What I'm seeing here is the average return on the no load fund is negative 10%. The average return on the load fund is negative 15%. So, and that's just looking at the means. So actually my no load funds are performing better. And then I'll look at the p-value two-tail, or the p-value two-tail, so P2, that is not less than 0.05. So that's what I'm looking at in order to test the hypothesis that the returns are equal. That is not less than 0.05, so I would not reject HO. So that's basically saying that there's no reason to reject that the average returns are equal to one another, basically saying that we could interpret that the average returns are in fact equal to one another. So that would mean that the implication from that would be that there really is no reason for us to pay the management fee for these funds, because it's not like they're performing any better. And when I look at the data that I have there, in fact, I see that they were actually performing worse.